Hi, my name is Dwayne Squires.
My name is Richard Muse.
In this video, we're going to talk about HMO property sourcing. So, HMOs over the last 5 to 10 years have really grown in popularity, and this reflects the change in the demographics of the UK. So, I think prior to 2010, home ownership was around 60%. And then as of 2018, I think it was down to around 39%, which is a significant drop in home ownership. But that just reflects the culture and the change. So we've got this new Generation X and Generation Y where it's all about co-living. And the co-living is linked to having the flexibility to actually move and change jobs, be it in a different city, a different country, or just a different part of the world. So HMO gives the opportunity for tenants who aspire to have that flexibility to have affordable living, socialising and sharing with other tenants of like-minded background and thinking. So specific to HMO sourcing, now with that growing demand has been this alternative way of investing, which traditionally was buy-to-let, where you buy one property and just put a family or one person there, whilst HMO is two or more people co-living together. And with HMO, it gives a really strong ability for increased cash flow. So if we take a very, very simple example, you could have a standard 3-bed property where you could have let it in County Durham to a tenant for $650 per month, whilst the same property, by letting it room by room, i.e. 3 bedrooms let to 3 separate individuals, they can go for around $300 to $350. So when you add that together, that $350 times by 3 will come to $1,050 versus making $650. So you've increased your cash flow by around $400. Now, obviously, the part of HMO living is providing inclusive services. So utilities and bills being included, as well as council tax. So when you factor that in, it takes off some of the margin, increased cash flow. But when you package it all together, the total monthly cash flow does increase significantly. Now, Richard, can you share an example from our own portfolio of a HMO?
Yeah, this was a property on the outskirts of Durham City, and we were asked to take a look at it because the agent was having trouble. The agent had her office quite a way away, actually, and was having difficulty managing it. And the owner actually lived in Hong Kong, and I just said, well, look, why don't we, discuss taking it over on a lease option basis, and we got talking, and we had a look around the property and really impressed with it. It just was not working with that agent in that area, and we knew that we could, with a bit better management and a little bit of refurbishment, we could do pretty well there. And it went on and on for about 9 months before we actually secured this deal. It was a little bit of a slow burner. They're not all like that, but it was one we were, prepared to wait for, yeah. And it's going to be giving us great cash flow.
And I think you picked up on, or you mentioned something really important there, which was lease options.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what a lease option is, it's very simply the ability to control that property over a certain period of time. You secure the purchase price up front, and then you rent it during the term. And then any time between the start to the end of that agreement, you then have the option to buy it, but not the obligation. Now, that's a very simple overview, but if you want to get a real detailed explanation, then feel free to watch another video we've put together that you can watch by clicking the button above. Thank you for watching that video. If you're thinking of investing in property, have you considered investing in North East? If you have or you haven't, why not check out the full video playlist we created, which gives you the full deep dive in investing in property in the North East. Check it out.